I'm Jeff Blundering, and welcome back to Enamored Risk. Alright, so, in the last episode, we just got busted for going on an abandoned adventure by Finn, who we found out actually owns that Instagram account. He's texted me a couple times before, but since it was just for study meetups, I never really bothered to add him to my contacts. I opened the message, excitement bubbling within me as I read over it. He wants to meet at a coffee shop today. Do I have time? I close the textbook that's opened on my desk. I have time. I text back that I can meet them and then add Finn's number to my phone. You should have just done that the first time. I wonder what his friends are like. Here we are at the coffee shop. Is that a staircase? I'm a little early, I think. This place is cute, and it smells nice. I walk up to the counter, looking over everything on the menu. Seems like mostly normal things that you can get at any coffee shop. The raspberry mocha sounds nice though. And they have milk alternatives. Alright, here's the guy. Can I get you something Can I get something started for you? Can I get the raspberry mocha with almond milk? I'm just gonna read her in my normal voice because I'm not gonna even attempt to do a female voice. He writes in a flurry across the cup. Do you want whipped cream on that? Jeez. No, thank you. You got it. Can I get a name? Alex. He stops and blinks at me. Are you here to meet Finn by any chance? I am. Is this one of his friends? Nice to meet you. I'm Paxton. I'm on the clock right now, but I'll be over to join you guys soon. Paxton! While I make your drink, you can go meet Zina over there. He gestures to a pretty girl sitting at a table in the corner with her headphones on. Okay, what do I owe you? Don't worry about it. It's on the house. I'll bring it over in a few minutes. Okay. Oh, thank you. I stuffed the cash I had in my hand into the tip jar and walked over to the table he gestured to. The pretty girl, Zina, I think that's how you pronounce it, notices me and looks up. I don't know how she would sound. Can I help you? I'm here to meet Finn, and Paxton said I should just come over here. Oh, hey, Alex, right? It's short for something? Yeah, it's probably short for Alexandra. She softens immediately, pulling her headphones off and patting the seat next to her. Oh no, it's just Alex. Don't lie to her. My parents thought they were getting a boy, and they got me instead. So they wanted a son. But they didn't like any of the feminine variations, so it's just Alex. Huh, cute. I can feel my cheeks get hot. Usually people just think it's weird. She thinks it's cute. Is it cute? Anyway, Finn will show up eventually. He probably overslept, or he got distracted with his eyeliner. You know how that goes. The way Zina just moves on with the conversation snaps me out of my embarrassment. I think about how the most I've ever done is sloppily apply a little with a pencil. So no, I don't know. But the day I saw him sleeping, it looked pretty good. Oh yeah. It's nice to meet you, by the way. And I don't know. I don't like Oh, I don't know if I can trust these guys. Finn's friends. Likewise. Her attention shifts to her phone and she scrolls. Don't leave me on red when you're late, ass butthole. She rolls her eyes and puts her phone on the table. So, you went out to that old hospital by yourself? Yeah, I went to another one too, but it was locked up. I don't know how to pick locks. I'm glad you don't. If you got caught, you could have gotten charged with breaking and entering on top of trespassing. I thought it said harassment. Can't play dumb like you didn't know you were trespassing when you also broke in after all. Oh. That makes sense. Yeah, it does. I told you. I think Finn knows how to pick locks, but, like, seriously, don't do it. Though, she's burning holes into her phone now. Sometimes, I can't help but think it might be a useful skill to have. For when your idiot friend is incapable of being on time for anything. She's talking about Finn, isn't she? I have decided that I am never going to pee off Zyna. Ever. Finn, hey. I jump a bit as he takes the seat next to me across from Zyna. Where did he come from? He's like a ninja. So, what's your excuse? I was too comfortable to get up. Mm-hmm. You were right. You're an idiot sometimes. You know that? You never miss a chance to remind me. You never miss a chance to remind me. There's going to be a lot of public, in here, so I have to say something different for you two. I would be worried, except Finn doesn't seem at all put off by Zyna's irritation. He might even enjoy needling her. What? Zyna looks ready to say something else when Paxton sits down a mug in front of her. And a mug in front of me. I don't know, I'm getting Valentine panic vibes, I guess. She reminds me a little of Trinity. Sorry about the wait. It's fine, thank you. Zyna doesn't say anything, but she's holding up the mug up close to her face, and she looks like she's in heaven. Paxton walks away before returning a moment later with 2 more mugs. I knew it was a good move not to go on break until you showed up. I wasn't that late. Anyway, me being late isn't what the topic is. Maybe it should be. Nah. Telling Alex about what we do is more exciting. I keep my mouth shut, not wanting to get on Zyna's nerves by agreeing with Finn, and not wanting to be a third person on Finn's back by being late, even though he was pretty late. It seems like Finn's been late all the time for a lot of things, and we've only done 3 episodes. Besides, sorry about that. Besides, I don't want her running off to do this stuff on her own again. I wasn't going to. Good. So, where do we want to start? The basic rules would be good, I guess. He drums his fingers on the table for a moment before continuing. So, generally, you don't actually break into places. The hospital you went to was unlocked, right? That's fine, but breaking and entering is a bad idea. That's a little weird coming from someone like you, Finn. I told her that already. It's never a bad reminder. What else? Oh, you know how parks they always tell you, take nothing but photos, leave nothing but footprints? I never heard it. Same rule applies here. You want it to look like you were never there. You'll find cool stuff sometimes, but you leave it for the next explorers to find. That makes sense. I think taking photos is the best part, personally. She sounds like the person who took all those photos on their account. There's something cool about capturing the process of urban decay on film. Or memory card. Zainab laughs a bit at that. These days, yeah. I did really like seeing all the photos on your account. That's what really inspired me to go and try it for myself. By yourself. And I won't do it again. Lesson learned. Good. I'll stop bringing it up. Maybe. Really though, the idea is that if you get hurt or something goes wrong, someone can go get help or call 911 for you. Which, speaking of 911, sometimes we run into people when we're exploring. Sometimes they're cops. You notice I'm doing like the same voice kind of for Paxton and Finn and Paxton here, just a little bit different pitches. They've been cops more than once. Even so, don't run. Sometimes we've hidden. Sometimes we're just up front that we're exploring and taking pictures. I mean, but if you run, there's a good chance you're going to get hurt, or they're going to think you're doing something like vandalism. That's what most people go to these abandoned places to do anyways. But we're only taking pictures of that. What he just mentioned? Are you prepared for that kind of thing? Considering I almost got in trouble once, sure, might as well. I'd rather not get arrested, but we'll just have to be careful. Cool, let's see. We're not taking her anywhere with asbestos, right? Not now, anyway. You need a special kind of mask for that. I would need a mask for that, right? Yeah, I just said that. Listen to me, Alex. Yep, unless you want cancer in 40 years. Is that even a fact, Finn? I can't say I do. I didn't think so. Anyway, that's most common in places that were built between the 30s and 50s. Right. Even though it wasn't banned until the late 70s. How do you all know this stuff? Yeah. We're going to be taking you to more contemporary places, probably. Though it would be good to have gloves for that. Yeah, because you never know what you're going to cut your hand on. A lot of paranormal investigators I watch who go to like abandoned places and stuff, they wear gloves. Mosaji does. I nod along. So far, everything they're telling me makes sense, and it's making my heart race. The same kind of giddy excitement I felt exploring the hospital I went to before. This is so unlike me, but I don't want to let this feeling go. You look awfully excited. Yeah, see, this did a little jump on screen. I jump a little bit. Well, I've always wanted to see this kind of old architecture close up. Old buildings have always kind of fascinated me. And seeing the psych ward was also pretty cool. Really cool, honestly. It feels so timeless, like, aside from the dust everywhere, you could imagine people coming in again. The old files were there, the beds were still there. I've never seen anything like it before. Never experienced anything like that before, and, oh no, they're staring. I got way too excited. Yeah. I don't make eye contact with them until I hear Finn chuckle beside me. It is cool, isn't it? I think you'll make a good addition to our little team. I feel my face flush from the compliment, my heart pounding in my chest. Meet us back here, say, this Thursday around 10:30 p.m. We'll leave after Paxton's off work. I can do that. Cool. Anyone want to tell her anything else? I had a hard time reading that. I'm curious to see what our newbie is made of. Newbie? Okay, now I'm embarrassed. Don't tease her too much, Zina. If she's put off by this, she's gonna have a bad time. I'm fine. I can handle a little teasing. Good. We'll see you Thursday then. I got a bad feeling this... I don't trust these three, honestly. It was good meeting you, by the way. It was good meeting you too. All of you. I'll see you Thursday. I can't think of the last time I was this excited about anything. Oh, man. Finn texted me this morning to let me know that I just needed a good pair of shoes. That I just needed a good pair of shoes for this. No respirator required for this particular place, which is good, given that I haven't had a chance to get one yet. Yeah, respirator is what you should wear when you go into a place that has asbestos or something. It seems to be the regular thing to meet up with Paxton once he's done with his shift at the cafe. I'm filled with nervous energy, but something else too. But once the front door of the mansion opens, all the nervousness melts away into pure, unadulterated excitement. This was one of the screenshots in the game page on Steam, I think. We head inside, and I'm met with that same feeling as before, but also something new. Oh no, they all three popped up at once. Let's take a look around, shall we? I'm not lonely. Yeah. It feels nice to really be with people again, outside of class, outside of schoolwork. This is just something fun. Or hopefully it will be. Do we want to split off into pairs? Well, if you did that, she'd probably go with you, and I'd probably go with him. That sounds good to me. Personally, whoever comes with me is getting dragged into looking for any secret pathways. What about you two? Don't know yet. We'll see where inspiration and my camera take me. I mostly want to explore the house. This would be a good chance to get to know them all a little better. But you spend most of your time with him in class, so you think you should know him a lot. Anywhere you want to go. In particular, Alex, I knew we were going with Finn. Oh, this has the same features as Valentine, Panic, My Love, and Blind Love. We get to select. Cool. I'd like to explore the place with Paxton. Maybe I can help you, Finn. You take photos for an Instagram page. You take the photos for the Instagram page, Zaina? I wonder, do we get to pick all of them or just one? Let's go with the middle one. Oh, you have more of an appetite for excitement than I expected. I could say the same to you. Finn laughs easily at that. He has a point, though. I didn't think I had this in me either. With that settled, we'll meet back here in half an hour or so. We split into two groups, Paxton following after Zyno while I go with Finn. I didn't know we get to choose though. That was cool. The pace is slow and we periodically stop to examine the walls, his touch light and careful. And we periodically stop. My brain is off in its own world right now for some reason. Do you often find secret passages? Not often, but sometimes. Just often enough that it's worth looking every time. You never know. Mansions do have a lot of secrets. There's maintenance tunnels under the school, you know. Cool. Have you been in them? Yeah, with Zyna and Paxton. We've already done it the one time, though. Pretty sure we'd get in more trouble with the school that we couldn't walk our way out of than the police, you know. That was a read. Yeah. Alright. It is almost 50 after. We'll read a couple more and then we'll close out the episode. Wanna go sometime? I don't know. I don't want to get kicked out of school. My parents would have my head. You're not the only one. We'd just be extra careful. I'm not convinced now, but maybe I'll be more interested another time. especially given that I didn't think I'd be doing this in the first place. As we wander through the mansion, we end up in a storage room. While Finn looks around, my eyes fall on a golden frame with a sheet over it. What's this? I lift up the sheet carefully, revealing a painting of a man and a woman kissing. It has an unexpectedly calming atmosphere despite the darkness of the storage room. Nice find. Oh, thank you. It's pretty. It is. I watch as he carefully leans the frame forward, examining the back of it. What are you doing? Seeing if there's a potential title for this thing anywhere. Are they usually on the back? No, I found old paintings that aren't titled at all. But it's worth looking. Le Confort, maybe. He sets the frame back in place and we take a look at it again. I wonder who painted it. And who the subjects are. Well, it's down in this dirty storage area, so maybe one of them got dumped after they painted this. That's depressing. I was just thinking that same thing. Or maybe one of them died. Do you think this way because you're a goth or is it just who you are? Why not both? I can't help but laugh a little at that. Alright. I think I like his sense of humor. I will read this and we'll probably close out the episode. What if it wasn't so miserable? Maybe the couple lived a long, happy life together and this ended up down here after they passed. And with that being said, this is where we're going to conclude this episode of Enamored Risks here. I've been Jeff Baldwin. I hope you guys had fun, and I'll see you next time.